This is Andy Purewal for ID Boxing. I'm joined by the juggernaut Joyce here in London. Joe, always a pleasure. How's life treating you?
Yeah, life's treated me well. I've had a good day here, up in the top of BT Studios. It's great to finally be in this building and see the view from the top, and the floor is actually moving here. So this is quite a busy week because yesterday there was a ground of rivals and the open workout, and then today with a press conference. Tomorrow I've got the I've got the weigh-in, and then fight night. So it's part and parcel of boxing. Like, you have to do these engagements, but yeah, it's been quite fun today, and nice weather as well, and a great view. So I can't complain.
Joe, if you ever get annoyed with your team, I should say that Adam isn't keen on this. So if you want to bring them up for a meal and have them rotating, I'm sure they'll enjoy that experience.
Yeah.
Joe, just talking about Big Bang Zhang. We know that he's heavy-handed. We know he's going to come for the knockout. We know about your granite chin and your engine. Is this one which just has to catch fire with it at some point on Saturday night?
I think it's got the recipe to catch fire. It's a great fight. Both silver medalists. Zhang had a great fight against Filip Hrgovic, where he narrowly missed out. Could have been at least a draw, but. So I've given him a great opportunity to fight for the WO interim belt, which is very risky for me because I'm touching distance for that world title, and I could have just had an easy fight and wait until I was upgraded, or maybe fought like the likes of Usyk for the title because he's the current title holder. But here I am having a risky fight, but it's a great fight to have, and stylistically risky too. He's got experience. He's got the power. He's got the chin as well. So it's a tough fight, and it's one that I need to win to continue my journey.
A big talking point has been the southpaw stance of Zhilei Zhang. Speaking to your team, has said it's one thing which you wanted to tick off the list before you challenged, say, an Usyk. I know you fought him in the amateurs, but different now. Talk to me about how Saturday plays out and coming up against the southpaw in the heavyweight ranks.
It's going to be tricky, and Zhang's got power, so I'm going to have to watch out and be careful, follow the game plan. We're going to have a look over the footage again with Salas and Larry and go over what I need to do in the fight. But the work's already done. I've had a long camp and everything, so I'm in great shape, the greatest shape of my life. So I'm ready and coming for the action.
Do you stop him on Saturday night?
That's what I plan. That's the plan, man.
Joe, just looking at all kind of other fights out there, I remember when after Chisora Fury 3 or Fury Chisora 3, you got on the ropes with Usyk and Tyson said if an Usyk fight doesn't happen, he'll entertain a fight with you. Usyk fight isn't happening, but we haven't heard mentioning of your name. Is that a surprise to you?
Yeah, what happened to that? Fury said he would fight me. I thought we'd be fighting Usyk for the undisputed, but that hasn't happened, which would make things make more sense. But now Dubois fighting Usyk, and I don't really know, but this is how boxing works. I can only beat who's put in front of me, or I decide to fight or agree to fight, and I aim to deliver a spectacle and entertainment for the fans.
We know how difficult of a fight you would be for anybody in the division, Joe. Obviously, Tyson seen as the number one, but do you think that he's maybe looking at a fight with yourself and he's weighed it up, thinking it's a difficult fight he doesn't need to take, hence why he hasn't been as vocal about fighting you?
Yeah, maybe. He said I'm the second best heavyweight, but so let's get the number one against the number two. But I'm not. I need to beat Zhang first, so let's do that.
I know you don't want to look beyond it, but another name's obviously Anthony Joshua. He said that he's got you on his list. Eddie Hearn said that he's got you on the list, but no talks, no communication. Is it a surprise to you?
Well, after the last fight, he didn't mention my name there, but maybe it's advised not to. But could be a fight in the making at some stage. But he's already been two-time world champion, and the rest of them as well. Fury, Wilder, Usyk, also Ruiz as well. Like they're all like you can all fight each other, but like I don't know, it's so hard to make these kind of fights because it's a big risk. But I'm willing to take that risk against Zhang.
What did you make of AJ's performance against Jermaine Franklin?
I thought it was media. I mean, it wasn't the greatest fight, like, and I was hoping to see him have, change in some way and be more aggressive. But then I remember him hitting him with a good shot, but he didn't like follow it up with anything.
People have said that maybe he's a bit too concerned about what's going to be thrown back at him. Do you see someone in Anthony Joshua when he steps between the ropes who is worried about shots that he may take?
Yeah, but I mean that's something he's going to have to sort out himself because, like, he's it's hard because I guess it's a hard fall from grace because he's always been the number one where everyone's kind of looked up to, but then it all came crashing down, so he's going to have to rebuild and stuff. But
just on the rest of the heavyweight division, there have been reports, Simon Jordan on Talk Sport said that he's heard there's been some talks of somewhat of a heavyweight tournament towards the back end of this year taking place out in Saudi with Fury versus Usyk and then Joshua versus Wilder. How would you see a Joshua-Wilder fight playing out? Would you think it would make sense for him to step in with a Deontay Wilder on the back of what we saw against Jermaine Franklin?
Ooh. That's a big risky fight, but I'd like to see it. But yeah, because I mean Joshua couldn't hit as well. I'm not sure what happened. Like he used to put them together and shared lots of rounds. And he hits hard, man, and so does the bar. And I haven't been in with Wilder, but I've heard that. I think from David Hay, he was saying they had the sparring session years ago, and that was the hardest he's ever been hit. So. Yeah, good reason. I'd like to see that, and he's looking good on the pads with Manik. So, mate, that's a risky fight. He's a good fighter too. There's all these big names can all fight each other.
Just to get your thoughts on Fury-Ruiz has been reported for that to take place next. Your take?
Sorry?
Fury versus Ruiz.
Fury versus Ruiz.
That's been mentioned.
Okay, well, how about Fury Joyce?
I think I'd rather see Fury Joyce. I think most people would as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened to Ruiz anyway. Isn't he eating a Snicker bar somewhere? What's happened? Wasn't he fighting?
He's mandated to fight Deontay Wilder for the WBC #1 position, final eliminator.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Why isn't that fight happening? It's like that's the thing with boxing. Like you never know what's going to happen. There's all like politics and stuff. But yeah.
Joe, you've put that perfectly. Thank you.